On this day in Tudor history, the 9th of October 1536, a crowd in Horncastle, Lincolnshire, raised their hands and cried, "We like them very well," and sent a blunt petition of grievances to King Henry VIII and north into Yorkshire. It was the moment local anger crystallised into a movement, the Pilgrimage of Grace Rebellion. But how did it get to that point? I'm historian and author Claire Ridgway, and let me explain. Wind back a week and Lincolnshire was on edge. On the 1st of October at Louth, the vicar Thomas Kendall preached at evensong that the church and the Catholic faith were in danger. On the 2nd of October, the Bishop of Lincoln's registrar began to read Thomas Cromwell's commission to the townspeople. He was mobbed, his papers torn from his hands and burned. Then, on the 3rd of October, 3,000 men marched to Caister and seized the King's subsidy commissioners. The following day at Horncastle, there was violence. Dr. Raines, Chancellor to the Bishop of Lincoln, and Thomas Wolsey, one of Cromwell's men, were killed. Behind this fury lay a combustible mix: the dissolution of a local abbey, heavy-handed royal commissioners, and rumours that church plate and jewels would be seized and new taxes imposed. Local gentry, the sheriff and his brother drafted articles of grievance and read them to the gathered commons at Horncastle. The crowd approved them, hands up, voices loud. Their petition, dispatched today, the 9th of October, to the King and also into Yorkshire, hit familiar notes. Stop dissolving monasteries. End the Crown's grab of first fruits and tenths from benefices. Remove upstart councillors like Cromwell and Richard Rich, men of low birth and small reputation. Reverse the promotion of prelates they felt had subverted the faith of Christ. And the King answered them. On the 11th of October, a herald reached Lincoln with the King's reply. No concessions, and a warning instead. Withdraw yourselves to your own houses, deliver the provokers to our lieutenants' hands, and submit to such condign punishment as we and our nobles shall think you worthy. The people chose to ignore him. The rising spread. On the 13th of October, Lord Darcy reported that the East, West and North Ridings and all the commons of Yorkshire were up in rebellion. On the 14th of October, rebels gathered to take York. Henry VIII dangled mercy if they stacked their weapons in Lincoln marketplace, then privately instructed his commanders to make an example if fresh rebellion broke out. To the Duke of Suffolk, he ordered that if there was any new rising, he was to destroy, burn and kill man, woman and child, and especially the town of Louth. To the Earl of Derby about Sally Abbey, he was to seize the abbot and monks and have them hanged without delay in their monks' apparel. Cold orders and no ambiguity. On the 21st of October, the northern host resolved to march on London. 5 days later, they halted at Scoresby Leys near Doncaster, facing Thomas Howard, Duke of Norfolk, and his royal force. The rebels under Robert Aske numbered around 30,000, Norfolk perhaps a fifth of that. But Aske, a lawyer and devout man, chose to negotiate, not charge. Norfolk offered the King's promises, a pardon and the rebels' grievances to be heard. Trusting to royal word, Aske dismissed the host. But you know Henry VIII. Those promises did not hold. As the Pilgrimage of Grace rekindled, the Crown moved ruthlessly. Aske and the other leaders were arrested, tried for treason, and executed. It's a stark portrait of Henry VIII in crisis, unyielding in policy and merciless in threat. If this glimpse into the Pilgrimage of Grace Rebellion gripped you, then please do like and subscribe for daily Tudor history. And in the comments, tell me, was Robert Aske right to negotiate at Doncaster, or should he have forced the issue when he had the numbers? I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.